Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here in the Fuzzy Biker Garage. We're going to talk a little bit about camping gear. We got this big trip to Alaska going next this June 21st. We're leaving a Baxter Cycle. We're going to drive all the way up to Alaska and see what kind of trouble we can get it up there. I want to talk about camping gear a little bit. So this was the system I used last year. In this bag I've got a sleeping bag, I've got a air mattress, I've got a tent, a whole tent. It's a two-man tent, Klaus Nature two-man tent. Really good luck with that. I camped over 30 times last year, and at least 25 of those nights was in that Klaus two-man tent. I've got a cheap sleeping bag in there. I think I paid $20 some for it. I can't think of the Malamy maybe. And you know, just a lightweight sleeping bag, kept me warm. Lowest temperature I slept with it was about 40 degrees. I just put my long underwear on. I was absolutely comfortable. But we've got this trip coming. I want something smaller. I want a smaller, lighter system, but I want the warmth also. And I want it all to fit in this bag. I said that in one of my other videos. This is a Rhino Walk 15-liter bag. I'm going to strap that onto the side of my bike. And believe it or not, I've got everything in this bag that I have in that bag. I've got a sleeping bag. I've got a one-man tent. And I've got an air mattress in there, and I got it all to fit. I just stuck it in there. I'm absolutely amazed that it fit, honestly. Let me get that out of there, and I'll show you what I got. The bags are brand new, so they're kind of stiff to open up yet. It's a roll-top, waterproof bag. I got these at Baxter Cycle, but check that out. So this is the back side of the bag, front side of the bag. You know, it's got all kinds of D-rings all over it. A little bit of that strap stuff on the front. It's a roll top, like I said. Now, let's see what I got on the top here. And by the way, it's not tightly packed. Hey, what's this say? Waterproof Moto Pack 15 liter. So it's not very tightly packed either. So I got plenty of room in there, but I don't want to overpack everything either. So looking in there, okay, this is the side that'll be up. That is my Climate V sleep pad. I've used that about 5 times. The first couple nights I used it, it worked really well. A couple nights after that, I started having a little trouble with it. I was getting back pain. I think that was more because I was on the road for so long, and you know, I'm getting old too. So I bought myself a Klaus Nature mat somewhere. There's one of them right there. That's the one I'd use that. That's 3 inches thick. I liked it so much, I went ahead and bought myself an 1.5 inch thick version. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use that much this year. I'm going to give this one another chance. My son was making fun of me. He's, you know, Dad, I used to take my son camping all the time. We never used mats. We always used sleeping bags on the ground, or in the tent, I should say. So that's the sleeping mat right there. So reaching in here, now this is the really cool one. Check this out. This is a down sleeping bag. It is a Nature Hike product right there. I'm going to pull my specs up here on the phone so I can tell you all about it. It is Nature Hike Ultralight Backpack Down Sleeping Bag, 650 fill. Envelope style sleeping bag, 20 ounces, good from 32 to 52 degrees. Over here I've got a rating. It says comfort 51 degrees, extreme is 14 degrees. These are all Fahrenheit numbers. So in Celsius it's 12 degrees Celsius for comfort, with 51 degrees for comfort in Fahrenheit. The other sleeping bag I use, the one that's in the bag right over there that you can't see right now, that was actually not rated as well as this, so I'm hoping for good things. I've got my other sleeping bags in here. I bought myself a mummy bag right here. That's supposed to be good to 30 degrees, but I'm going to use this sleeping bag. That's all will fit in there. So air mattress, sleeping bag, here's the tent. Let's grab that out of there. This is a Klaus Nature. I have not had it open yet. One-man tent. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And it's got the poles are in here. Everything's in here. And the way I pack my tents is I don't really, I'll put the rain fly in the bottom of this. I'll put the tent in this bag, and then I'll shove all that in there. I'll have the poles off to the side. I'll put my sleeping mat in, and then after putting my sleeping bag in the waterproof bag, or a waterproof bag, I don't know if it'll be this one, I'll shove that in on top. And that should give me plenty of room in that bag. I'm pretty proud of myself, by golly. I'm going, you know, from that great big bag there to this bag here. So why am I not taking this system here? Well, I might take that system there. And, you know, I may or may not take this bag. I'm going to do some testing. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get together on June 21st in Marnie, Iowa, the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa at Baxter Cycle. And then we're going to leave from there. And before that date, I'm going to test this system out. That's this one-man tent with the down bag and this mat. I'm going to test out this bag compared to this. This is the mummy bag. I have my old system. I'm going to use that. And I've actually got another system ordered yet. And, you know, because I'm on a motorcycle, I don't have to worry about, I can fudge my space requirements. You know, if I get a system that's larger than this bag, I can figure out other ways to do it. You know, I did get myself that Klaus Nature mat. You know, we'll end up taking that or the other one, which is sitting over there. You know, I might do that. I might do that. So what I'm going to do is, it's evening right now. I'm going to go ahead and set all this stuff up. I'm going to actually sleep in this sleeping bag tonight. And I'll catch up to y'all in the morning. Wahoo! All right, it's the next morning. This is the Klaus Nature one-man tent. I'm going to take that and set it up right there. It's got 2 aluminum poles right there. And the tent was folded in thirds this way. So 1/3, 1/3, and then in fourths this way. So 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. There's the tent fly. There she is, all set up. Check that out. A lot of netting on there, so that's good for the summer. I wonder how that'll work for me in Alaska, especially if it's raining. Check that out. So 2 poles. You put the thing out. You hook these poles into these feet right here. Little loops. Check that out. Spreads itself out. Not too bad. The stakes are these cane type right here. They're made out of aluminum. We'll put the fly on here in a second. I'm just kind of looking this thing over. It's got 2 doors, a D door on each side. So a door on this side, a door on that side. A lot of screen, which is good for a summer tent. But I wonder about setting this up in the, you know, in the rain. Especially if we're going to Alaska, we're supposed to get a lot of rain. You know, I hear a lot of anecdotal stuff that it rains there a lot. When I look up the average rainfalls per month, it isn't that high. So we're going to find out. Let's open the door. Great big door. Look at that. All the way from here over. Got a tie there, you can wrap it up. Check out that bathtub in there. It looks seam sealed. It is seam sealed. Check that out. Very good. Pocket, pocket, pocket over here. Of course there's no pocket here because of the door. Oh, there's a pocket up here. So 4 pockets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, I like that. So I thought I'd lay this out before I put it up. Look at this, it's quite the rain cover. Very, you know, it goes to the ground all the way. It looks like a whole nother tent, honestly. It has to be put over the frame, so I can't set this up first and then put this up underneath it. So, you know, if you set up in the rain, you're still going to have to deal with what gets through the screen. Okay, rain cover is on. It's kind of an interesting thing. It's got these vents on the side. You can Velcro them shut with that. Maybe get better light over here. With that, or you can put this little, it's a piece, it feels like a piece of plastic wrapped in a tent material. It's got a little bit of a Velcro on the top, and that opens that up. The tent has these adjusters on each corner like that. Let's see if I can, we'll go to this side and adjust one out. Maybe I can do it on this one here. I think I showed that to you. These are little skirts that are all the way around the fly cover. And I noticed there were little toggles right here. So I rolled this one in. There's 2 on each skirt. I rolled that in. And that, when you stake this out, I can't stake them out because I'm on a cement floor. So there's these little loops here. See those? And you would stake this out like this. And if you look at this side, that skirt goes all the way down. If you look on this side, there's a little bit of space right there. Give you a little ventilation. Zipper through the center. Over here, for instance, there's a place to do a tie down or a stake if you wanted more ventilation on the ends. So that's pretty neat. It seems like a little more work to put up than the 2-man tent. I might check into that and see what I can figure something out with that. So the idea with having this single person tent was saving room. And it looks like I am going to save room in the pack. On to the sleeping bag I use. This is I got my list in my hand here. Nature Hike 1.2. It's a 20-ounce bag. It weighs 1.2 pounds. It has 650 fill. It's down. It's rated from 32 to 52 degrees. Its size is over 28 inches wide and about 75 inches long. And the packed weight when it's in its bag is 4.7 inches by 10.2 inches. So I got it out of the bag last night, and it was just like a sheet. It was just paper thin, and I'd watched videos on it. They said it would be like that. So I took it and I shook it out, and I did that 4 or 5 times over the course of about an hour, and I actually slept in that last night. Now I was inside, you know, I wore a long sleeve shirt, because if you look inside the bag, it's made of the same, well, it's not made of the same material. It's a different material. Maybe I'll sleep in that tonight without a shirt on and see what I can find. But, you know, I didn't think this would be very comfortable. This doesn't seem too bad. It's got a zipper that starts here, Velcro right here, a loop. You can cinch this up. It's got a zipper that goes all the way to the feet, all the way to the foot. Now, it did fluff up quite a bit, and as I slept through the night, it even fluffed up more. So, you know, this thing was like a sheet, like I said. So very interesting in that way. It did come with a big nylon bag, you know, a ventilated bag to put it in when you're not using it in the camping bag. And then it has a camping bag that squeezes down to nothing for your pack. So far, I'd say it's a winner. You know, if I don't have any problems with it, I'm going to use it no matter what. As far as fit goes, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm, you know, two something pounds, 200 some pounds, and 5'8". I'm pretty girthy. I was worried about, you know, would it be wide enough? It actually was very wide. I was able to get both my arms in and sleep comfortably. It did work pretty well. So far, I'd say pretty good job. It felt very fragile, but nothing broke. You know, the zipper's still intact. A little Velcro thing there. Anyway, it you know, it hasn't broke yet. So I'm gonna sleep in it a couple nights here at home, and then when the season hits for camping, I'm gonna take it out and camp. I've got it laying on a Klaus Nature 1.5" bag, self-inflating pad with a pillow attached to it. Now that, I don't know how small that'll wrap up. That might be my plan B sleeping pad. The one I'm planning on using with this system, and we're gonna do a lot of testing to make sure it works out, is this Climate Static V. Now this is not an insulated pad. I have used it before. We'll just have to see how that works out. You know, we're gonna do a lot of camping. I did over 30 nights last year. Gonna try to double that. I'm gonna try to do 30 nights before we go to Alaska. And I've got this system, I've got the old system, which is in that bag right there. I've got another system coming. I've got a mummy bag up there on the shelf. You know, we're gonna try a bunch of different things and see what works out, because, you know, Alaska's a big deal, and I want to pretend I'm as prepared as possible. You know, we're getting the bikes all ready. We've got all kinds of things going with that. And I was talking with Jeremy at Baxter Cycle yesterday, and we're going through the different options. There are a lot of good options for bags, and I don't think any of them are wrong. I just have to find one that works well, just like the camping gear. I have to find a system that works well for me, that's easy to use, doesn't cause any problems, is durable enough to handle what we're going to go do. So if y'all are in the market for a newer used Royal Enfield, Triumph, Classic British bike of any type, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to baxtercycle.com. Tell those fine folks at Fuzzy Biker sent you. They've got parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, gear, helmets, gloves, jackets, boots, socks and underwear. By golly, if they don't have it, you're going to have trouble finding it. It's a cold and snowy day out there. Look at all that snow and ice out there. I hope you can see that. Hope it's nicer where y'all are at. Get out and ride if you can, my friends. Life is good. Life is good. Wahoo!
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wahoo! 3. Wahoo!